Love doesn't get easier. I feel like a lot of people have a skewed vision of what love is. They'll think love is something that it's not. People will often think that love is those big dates, those social media posts, but love is difficult. Love is hard. People think that love is just loving somebody on their good days, being there for somebody on their good days, loving them when you feel like loving them. But the thing with love is you need to choose to love a person. You have to be there for them when you don't even want to be there for them. They've gotten you so upset, they've gotten you so mad, and you just want to give up. You just want to walk out of the door, but by you walking out of the door, you're walking out on them, and that's not what love is. Love will always come through. You have to choose to love a person no matter what is going on in your life and no matter what is going on in their life. Loving a person on their good days is easy, and loving a person on their bad days is hard. But the most important thing is to love them on their bad days. Love them on the days where they can't even seem to love themselves. They don't know why that they don't have a reason why they should love themselves, but that's when you come in and you have to love them enough for you and also them. If you're in a relationship is always 100%. Sometimes your partner can only give you 10, that's when you give them 90. But it's not that they're only giving you 10%, it's that their 10% is them giving 100%. So understand that just because it seems like you're putting in more effort, you're showing the other person more love, it doesn't mean that they're not trying their best. It doesn't mean that they're not doing everything they can in order to love you. Love is when you're there for them. You're there when they can't lean on anybody else and they have to lean on you. It seems like the world is against them, but the only person that they can run to, the only person that they can find comfort in at this moment is you. Love will always be patient. You always have to understand that if you love a person, you have to be patient with them. You have to understand that, hey, they're not me and they might not understand the things that I do the way that I do. You have to try and communicate to them in a way that they can understand it. And you can't get upset or mad at a person for not understanding something the way that you do. You have to love them for the way that they are, love them for the way that they think about things. They won't think about things the same way as you. People will always give up on love way too easily now. They hit one roadblock, they hit one problem with each other, and now they just want to go and find something that's easier. But love never gets easier, you just get stronger. You understand how to deal with problems, not just by yourself, but together. You love a person so much that you don't want to let them go, and you don't want to go and find something that's easier. If you love something, love will always be hard. It doesn't get easier. So you always think that, yeah, I'm ready for love. I don't know why love isn't finding me. I don't know why I can't find a partner who loves me no matter what. But do you love no matter what? Do you show up for that person no matter how you feel? Are you going to love them just on the days where you feel like it, where it's all sunshine and rainbows, or are you going to be there for them when you don't even know how to be there for them? Sometimes you just have to sit in their presence and be there for them, not necessarily knowing the right things to say, but just being in their presence, comforting them, letting them know that, hey, I'm here for you. I'm here for you physically. I'm taking time out of my day to be with you. Even if I don't know what to do, I'm here because I want to be here to support you. But a lot of people now will run and find the easiest thing. they're experiencing problems in their relationships, they're experiencing problems with their loved ones, and they just try to find something easier. They will sacrifice what they have now, something good for what they have now, and leave. You always say that you want something real, but when somebody makes you be real consistent, real committed, and real considerate, then you're nowhere to be found. You always ask people, hey, why can't I find a real connection with somebody? Why can't I have that real relationship? And why can't somebody always keep it real with me? But when somebody makes you think about them before you think about yourself, when somebody makes you show up for them every single day, even when you don't feel like it, you're nowhere to be found, and you always run away from things when they get hard. You don't want to maintain a relationship with somebody when it causes you some sort of problem, some sort of distress. You want things to be easy, but you have to understand that love is never going to be easy. You have to love the person every day, no matter how you feel. You have to think about the other person before you think about yourself. You have to be considerate of, hey, how would this make the other person feel? If I were to do this, if I were to make this decision without asking them first, how would it make them feel? But also understanding, hey, if they did this to me, how would I feel? Would I want them to do this to me? And your answer is always almost, I wouldn't want them to do that to me. But you have no problem doing it to them, and you wonder why you can't maintain a healthy relationship. You wonder why you can't get into a real relationship. You want something real, but you don't want to be real. You just want to do things for the now. You want to do things that feel good now. You don't want to sacrifice things in order to keep this relationship. In order to love the person, you have to sacrifice. One of the most important things that you have to learn when you love is that you have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. If you don't know how to love you, you can't expect to love another person. Love will never make you give up your dreams. If you have a dream and love makes you give it up, then it was never love. If your partner can't support you through those things, through the things that you want to do, then it's not love. If your partner makes you choose them or your dream, then it was never love. Your partner will never make you choose between pursuing that and keeping them in your life. They'll support you no matter what. They'll be there for you no matter what you choose to do. And if they give you that ultimatum, hey, it's either me or your dream. It's either you spend all your time with me or you spend all your time chasing after whatever it is that you want. That's not love. Your partner will be there for you no matter what happens and no matter what you choose to do, and that's love. They'll be there for you even when it doesn't work out. When you fall, they'll be there and help you up. Even if you aren't always around for them, they'll be there for you. And it has to be both ways. If your partner wants to do something and they don't see you as much, they don't spend as much time with you, you have to let them pursue their dream. You can't be the one to stop them from fulfilling who they're meant to be. So understand that love requires sacrifice. It requires, hey, just because I really want to see you and I really want to do things with you, I miss you, but they have to be out there doing something else for them. You have to let them do that. You can't be the one stopping them and the one holding them back. So love requires sacrifice. Love requires time. Love requires understanding. It doesn't get easier. You have to understand why a person is the way that they are, you have to try and understand, why did they do that? It may have made you upset, but why would they do this? They don't want to hurt me. They don't want to intentionally hurt me. So why did this happen? Why did I end up getting hurt in this situation? Don't get upset at them. Don't blame them. Try to figure it out together, because once it's you versus them, then that's where problems really happen in a relationship. That's where it gets divided. But it has to be you and them against the problem, against whatever happened. It's together. It's always been a team of you and them. Always love together, and you don't be against each other, be against the problem. So know that love requires understanding. Always try to understand who the person is. Why are they the way that they are? Is it because of past people who didn't treat them right? Is it because of how they were brought up? Why are they the way that they are? Always try to understand, even if you may not be the same way as them. They are the way they are for a reason. They're not just like that just because they are like that for a reason. You have to understand why. So don't judge them, don't get upset at them because they don't operate the same way as you. Try to put yourself in their shoes. Love requires consistency. You have to always love them no matter how you feel. You feel like, hey, I don't really want to love them, I'm super upset at them, but that doesn't matter. You have to consistently love a person, and you have to be committed to them. You can't have those wandering eyes where you're like, oh, what if this person is better? What if this is better for me? But you have to stay with that person no matter if you think that anything is better for you out there. You may think that, hey, I'm in a good relationship, but I can leave it for a better one. You have to be committed to your person. Love will never get easier. You just get stronger. You get stronger together. So I hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you on the next one.